respected Honorable Minister for Law, Environment and Climate Change, Judiciary and Captain of Ports, Mr. Alessio Siqueira, our Chairman of the Wash and Pollution Control Board, Shri Mahesh Patel, all press and media. Very warm welcome to this press briefing. This briefing is basically because of the summit what we are going to have, that is the second summit, that Environmental Sustainability Summit 2024. We had it last year as well. This year's the theme is structuring the present for the sustainable future, our commitments to actions. In this particular exhibition of, the summit, we will be having a conference. We will also be having exhibition wherein the various companies or industries are going to showcase their best practices, as well as their techniques and technologies for waste management, air, as well as for noise monitoring of water quality. So you will be having, it's a complex platform, so you will be having people engaged to show their knowledge, as well as we'll be having this conference for knowledge building between both the industries as well as the people of Goa, and it will benefit the state towards this with all this knowledge and help the industry and the people authority to take action. That's it, sir.
Well, Minister, my colleague Shamila and all the press representatives here. At the outset, I welcome you and thank you so much for coming at our invitation to get this information. As my colleague Dr. Shamila has said, we had organized last year first Goa Sustainability Summit at the aegis of Pollution Control Board, this was the idea which the Government of Goa proposed to us, Honorable CM, Honorable Minister, and we said we'll implement. The main idea behind this was a Pollution Control Board is supposed to be a regulatory authority in a legal point. But however, we wanted to become a facilitator. That is also our mandate, to educate, to impart knowledge of environment. So while doing regulation, we also realized that there is a gap of knowledge. Industry, big or small, do not get that app knowledge, app equipment and app services. So with that backdrop in mind, we thought of first such summit last year. We had good response, probably many of you must have attended it. We also had, as Shamila said, exhibition of different technologies. There were service provider, there were equipment provider, there were waste management, there was STP. And with that success, also last year we thought we sign an MOU of a couple of organizations to have the action. I'm very happy this year, whatever we planned last year, that has been action, terminated into action, which our Honorable Minister will tell you more detail. So here this year, the focus primarily is also, apart from what we did last year, to take it one step forward. So we have tied up with the CII, they are our industry partners, who is able to get industry. At the same time, we are fortunate to have a principal scientific advisor of Prime Minister Office, Dr. Sapna Poti. They have got a website called the Manthan, and they are supporting young individuals and entrepreneurs like startup. So also our minister as well as CM and the Honorable Prime Minister say always be important startups. So we have made this is also startup pavilion. We have also tied up with this engineering colleges, all Goa, IIT, BITS, NIT, engineering colleges, all we are tied up. And we also told a student can come, they can interact. There will be one pavilion wherein Dr. Sapna Poti, who is a Prime Minister's office in charge of this particular cell, would be mentoring those people. So we have got one step forward in doing this. Apart from technology, innovation, and knowledge sharing, we have got a host of good speakers like last year on different subjects: circular economy, climate change, waste management, mining, reclamation, all this been covered. More details are in your press kit, and I request Honorable Minister to.
Member Secretary, Madam Sharmila, and my dear friends from the media. I personally feel there's nothing much for me to say because both have covered everything. However, with the theme in mind of this summit being structuring the present for a sustainable future, our commitments to actions, I think this sums up the whole summit. Reason being, because we not only believe that we're going to make commitments, but those commitments would be converted into actions, which in short means we mean business. The time has come where we recognize our responsibility to ensure good health, good water quality. These are basic, essential things needed for the human being. And therefore, it is our endeavor to try and give our best to contribute towards cleaning of the environment. This summit is going to cover up various topics. There will be 10 plenary sessions, each on the theme of sustainable development. First session would be on decarbonization. Second would be green credits. Third would be sustainable mining. Fourth, circular economy. Fifth, climate finance. Sixth, greening of industries. Seventh, scaling up green technology. Eighth, pathways to sustainable development. Ninth, water security and conservation. And 10th, biodiversity conservation, wherein experts will discuss, deliberate on issues to arrive at a consensus to continually strengthen the role as well as way forward by various stakeholders. This would explain the entire purpose and spirit of our summit, the various topics that would be discussed, and we hope that we would be able to ensure that we start this year on a strong base, with keeping in mind all these goals that I have spoken about. Last year's summit was held. The same summit, many participants took place. I think fruits of it have been seen, and that has encouraged the board to decide to organize it again for this again now during this annual year. As our chairman has said, the future today lies in the hands of startups, and that is why we have given focus and importance to startup units also. Besides that, we recognize the fact that students of today are leaders of tomorrow, and therefore we have encouraged them to participate in this summit also. With, as I said at the outset, keeping in mind our endeavor to make structuring the present for a sustainable future. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. They want to know the speakers.
We have speakers from UNIDO, United Industrial Development Organization. We have speakers from IFC, International Finance Corporation. We have speakers from Climate Change Cell. So we have various international speakers. Also, there are organizations from India working internationally, like IUCN, International Union for Conservation, the World Wide Fund, WWF, World Wide Fund for Nature India. So we have many international speakers also, and there are international stalls also.
Any MOUs will be signed?
MOU, we have, last year we had signed MOU, and the outcome of that you will be able to see, because we will be, whatever MOU we have signed and the outcome has come, like we had last year one was green rating for the industry, and those industry will be felicitated on that day, those who achieved their green rating. There is a green building. There is some building has acquired that certificate, those will be also given certification. And one or two MOU we are in the process, like I couldn't disclose the name because it's not finalized yet, but they have commitment for Goa in waste management and doing more CSR or sustainability work.
Make Goa a better place to live in.
Because there are issues of environment, sustainable mining you are speaking about.
No. So that is why, as I said, these topics would be discussed, which include your mining and even water quality, etc., water security. And we hope to come out with a concrete solution.
So as far as this is the second edition, so last year
And sign an MOU with us. Today they are doing waste management at Sakri, Bicholi, Walpoi and 30 panchayats. They are committed for around 3 crores rupees working through NGO. Probably we are not able to give them good publicity, but they are doing excellent work. Seeing that work, this year 2 companies have approached us to do similar work for waste management. They will train, they will make the facility for collection, and after 3 years, this will become a self-sustainable model. Secondly, I said that 2 MOUs we have signed, Green Co rating. The companies who have adopted the standard, they have gone through the various audit process, and those will be awarded learning. So seeing this, probably more companies will come. Third, I said as a green building, there are 3 buildings in Goa already certified the green building. Maybe you are not aware. So that we sign MOU, we'll tell them how they got it, and many more buildings will come. Wherein, as you asked, water conservation, energy conservation, all these aspects are covered.
Advanced studies and research certificate.
Okay, correct. That I missed. Last year we also signed. So earlier minister had supported, Goa government had supported also. They did a MTech through BITS, and this year we are signed. आता आम्ही जो मराठी या वर्षी जो आम्ही मागच्या वर्षी केला होता PhD केलेला आहे, आणि मला वाटतं की आमचे अराउंड 12 ते 15 staff already registered for PhD as a part of this program. So they will do research related to Goa while working with us, and the outcome they will get a degree, and त्याच्याबरोबर त्याचा रिसर्च जो होईल, रिसर्च पण होईल.